The moon, a familiar sight in our night sky, it hangs there, a luminous disk, casting its pale glow upon the world. For millennia, humans have gazed up at this celestial object, their minds filled with questions. What is it made of? How did it get there? The moon is Earth's only natural satellite. It orbits our planet at an average distance of 238,855 miles. Its gravitational pull is responsible for the tides, shaping coastlines and influencing life on Earth for billions of years. But the moon's influence extends beyond the physical. It has also captured our imaginations, inspiring countless myths, legends, and works of art. The moon's story is intertwined with our own. Since the dawn of humanity, we have looked to the heavens for guidance, for meaning, for answers. The moon, with its predictable phases and its ethereal glow, has been a constant companion on this journey of discovery. Ancient civilizations carefully tracked its movements, developing lunar calendars that dictated the rhythms of life. Myths and legends about the moon abound in cultures across the globe. In Greek mythology, the moon is personified by the goddess Selene, who drives her moon chariot across the night sky. The Chinese tell stories of Chang'e, the moon goddess who ascended to the moon, where she remains forever. These stories reflect the profound impact the moon has had on human imagination and storytelling. Despite centuries of observation and study, the moon still holds many mysteries. Some believe it to be more than just a celestial body, speculating about hidden structures or alien bases. These theories, often fueled by grainy photographs, capture the imagination and spark debate. One enduring mystery is the moon's origin story. The prevailing scientific theory suggests that the moon formed billions of years ago from debris ejected into space after a Mars-sized object collided with the early Earth. This cataclysmic event, known as the giant impact hypothesis, is supported by geological evidence from both the Earth and the moon. The human desire to explore the unknown is deeply ingrained in our nature. From the earliest seafarers to the astronauts who walked on the moon, we have always sought to push the boundaries of knowledge. The Apollo missions of the 1960s and 1970s marked a turning point in our relationship with the moon. For the first time in human history, we were able to set foot on another celestial body. The images of Neil Armstrong's first steps on the lunar surface remain etched in our collective memory. These missions expanded our scientific understanding of the moon and ignited a sense of wonder and possibility. Today, space agencies and private companies are once again setting their sights on the moon. The notion of the moon as something more than a natural celestial body has intrigued humans for centuries. Could our moon actually be an enormous extraterrestrial spaceship? This idea, though it sounds like science fiction, has been considered by various theorists. One of the most pivotal proponents of this theory was the Russian scientist Michael Vassin, who proposed the spaceship moon theory in the 1970s. They argued that the moon could be a hollowed-out planetoid created by unknown beings with advanced technology. Their theory drew upon observations such as the moon's low density and substantial craters. These outlandish hypotheses, while not scientifically substantiated, ignite discussions about our traditional understanding of the moon's composition. Throughout history, the moon has been a source of fascination and the subject of various myths and legends. Ancient cultures often depicted the moon as a powerful deity or a mystical entity. Fast forward to modern times and the narrative transforms. The moon becomes a potential spaceship monitoring Earth. During the Renaissance, as astronomical tools improved, the moon became a key focus of observation, moving away from myth. In the 20th century, fueled by the space race, the moon's mystery deepened with new data. UFO enthusiasts began to suggest that anomalies in lunar data might indicate non-natural features or activities. When examining the spaceship moon theory through the lens of modern science, it quickly encounters skepticism. Mainstream scientists argue that all physical evidence collected from lunar missions contradicts the idea of the moon as anything other than a natural satellite. Geological samples from the moon demonstrate a composition similar to Earth's mantle, supporting the giant impact hypothesis. Advanced scanning techniques and missions like the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter provide data that reinforces these conclusions. Exploring the technological feasibility of the moon being a spaceship involves delving into advanced engineering and imaginative speculation. If the moon were a spaceship, it would represent a structure of unprecedented scale and complexity. The engineering challenges alone are staggering. Managing the thermal extremes of space, radiation levels, and the vacuum environment would require solutions beyond contemporary technology. Furthermore, the energy required to propel such a massive object through space would be astronomical. Yet all lunar explorations to date have found the moon to be a silent world, with no signs of technology or artificial structures. The scientific community largely views the spaceship moon theory as a fascinating thought experiment rather than a plausible scientific hypothesis. Esteemed scientists emphasize the importance of evidence-based conclusions and remain skeptical of theories not grounded in empirical data. Experts in planetary science frequently point out the myriad ways in which the moon behaves exactly as a natural satellite should. While the idea of the moon as a spaceship captures the public's imagination, it serves more as a reminder of our fascination with the unknown. The moon, with its cyclical phases, has long been associated with various natural phenomena on Earth. Its gravitational pull governs the tides, creating a rhythmic ebb and flow of ocean waters. Beyond the tides, the moon's cycle is often linked to plant growth and animal behavior. Traditional farming practices have long relied on lunar calendars, with certain phases considered optimal for planting and harvesting. The animal kingdom also exhibits behaviors seemingly synchronized with the lunar cycle. Some marine creatures, like corals, time their spawning events with specific moon phases. The idea that the moon might influence human behavior is a persistent one, deeply rooted in folklore and mythology. The word lunatic itself derives from the Latin word for moon, luna, reflecting an ancient belief that lunar cycles could induce madness. But is there any scientific basis for these associations? One area of interest is the perceived connection between the full moon and heightened emotions or unusual occurrences. Anecdotal evidence abounds, with many people claiming to witness an increase in strange behavior during a full moon. However, scientific studies investigating these claims have yielded mixed results. Some studies suggest a correlation between lunar phases and changes in human sleep patterns or hormone levels. The moon's influence on human health is another area of ongoing exploration and debate. Traditional medicine systems often attribute healing properties to the moon, particularly during certain phases. For instance, some believe that wounds heal faster or that certain herbs are more potent when harvested under a full moon. While these beliefs may hold cultural significance, scientific evidence to support them remains limited. Research into potential lunar effects on specific health conditions has produced inconsistent results. Further rigorous research is needed to determine whether any observed correlations are coincidental or indicative of a true causal relationship. The challenge in studying the moon's potential influence on Earth and its inhabitants lies in disentangling genuine effects from confirmation bias or statistical anomalies. Anecdotal evidence, while intriguing, is often subjective and difficult to verify scientifically. Scientific studies aim for objectivity and rely on rigorous methodologies to establish statistically significant correlations. However, even well-designed studies can be limited by sample size or data collection methods. When evaluating claims about lunar effects, it's crucial to consider the source of information and the scientific rigor of the study design. The moon continues to captivate our imagination and inspire wonder. While its gravitational influence on tides is undeniable, many other purported lunar effects remain within the realm of folklore or ongoing scientific inquiry. Separating fact from fiction requires a critical eye and a commitment to evidence-based reasoning. The human mind is naturally inclined to seek patterns and ascribe meaning to events, even when those connections may be coincidental. This tendency can lead us astray, especially when dealing with complex phenomena like lunar cycles. As we continue to explore the cosmos, it's essential to approach both ancient wisdom and modern claims with a discerning mind. Section 1. The full moon and emergency calls. The notion that a full moon can incite strange or even criminal behavior is a pervasive one, often recounted in hushed tones and shared alongside tales of the supernatural. This belief, deeply ingrained in folklore and popular culture, suggests a correlation between the lunar cycle and a surge in emergency calls, keeping police officers, hospital staff, and other first responders on high alert during those brightly lit nights. Ask any police officer or emergency room nurse and you're likely to hear anecdotes about the full moon coinciding with an uptick in unusual occurrences. These stories, often passed down through generations of shift workers, paint a vivid picture of a world subtly influenced by the moon's phases, where the line between reality and myth blurs under its silvery glow. But do these anecdotal accounts hold up under scientific scrutiny? Is there a measurable, statistically significant increase in emergency calls during a full moon? Or are we witnessing the power of perception, shaped by centuries of storytelling and confirmation bias? Section 2. Psychological factors at play. To understand the perceived link between the full moon and increased emergency calls, we must delve into the realm of human psychology. Our brains are wired to seek patterns and make connections, even when those connections are based on coincidence rather than causality. This tendency, known as apophenia, can lead us to perceive patterns where none exist, especially when dealing with seemingly random events like crime or accidents. The full moon, with its prominent presence in the night sky and its historical association with myths and legends, provides a convenient focal point for these cognitive biases. We are more likely to remember and attribute significance to unusual events that occur during a full moon, while similar events happening at other times may fade from memory. This selective memory, combined with the power of suggestion, can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. If people believe that the full moon brings about strange behavior, they may be more likely to interpret ambiguous events as unusual or to act out in ways they normally wouldn't, reinforcing the perceived connection. Section 3. Environmental influences and crime rates. While the full moon's influence on human behavior remains a subject of debate, there are undeniable environmental factors associated with lunar cycles that can indirectly impact crime rates. Moonlight, for example, plays a significant role in visibility, potentially influencing criminal activity. A brightly lit full moon can provide criminals with better visibility, making it easier to navigate streets, target victims, or escape detection. Conversely, a new moon shrouded in darkness might offer more cover for illicit activities, potentially leading to an increase in certain types of crimes. However, it's important to note that these environmental factors are not exclusive to lunar cycles. Artificial light sources, weather conditions, and social factors all play significant roles in crime rates, often overshadowing any potential influence of moonlight. Section 4. Debunking the lunar effect on crime. Numerous scientific studies have attempted to establish a statistically significant correlation between lunar cycles and crime rates, but the results have been largely inconclusive. While some studies have reported a slight increase in certain types of crimes during a full moon, these findings are often challenged due to methodological limitations, small sample sizes, or the inability to account for other confounding variables. A comprehensive analysis of over 30 years of crime data, conducted by researchers at the University of California, found no significant relationship between lunar phases and criminal activity. Similar studies examining hospital admissions, psychiatric emergencies, and other emergency calls have yielded equally inconclusive results. The weight of scientific evidence suggests that the perceived lunar effect on crime is likely a combination of cognitive biases, selective memory, and the misattribution of causality to a coincidental celestial event. Section 5. The power of belief and perception. While the scientific community largely dismisses the notion of a lunar influence on crime and emergency calls, the belief persists in popular culture and anecdotal experience. This enduring fascination with the moon's supposed power speaks to our innate desire to find meaning and order in the universe, even in the face of randomness and unpredictability. The stories we tell about the full moon, whether rooted in ancient mythology or personal anecdotes, shape our perception and influence our expectations. This power of belief, while not always supported by empirical evidence, highlights the complex interplay between our minds, our environment, and the celestial tapestry that has captivated humanity for millennia. The full moon, whether it truly influences our behavior or merely serves as a blank canvas for our projections, will likely continue to inspire wonder, speculation, and a sense of connection to the cosmos for generations to come. The moon, a silent sentinel in our night sky, has long been a source of fascination and speculation. While science has revealed much about its composition and origins, a persistent question lingers in the minds of some. Could there be more to our celestial neighbor than meets the eye? Could there be, as some believe, evidence of a lunar civilization hidden from our view? The idea of life on other planets, particularly intelligent life, has captivated humanity for centuries. And what better place to imagine such life existing than on the moon, our closest celestial neighbor? Theories abound, ranging from ancient alien outposts to secret underground cities, fueling our collective curiosity about the possibility of encountering another intelligent species. These claims often stem from blurry photographs, ambiguous data, or eyewitness accounts from amateur astronomers. While intriguing, such evidence rarely withstands rigorous scientific scrutiny. The vast distances involved, the challenges of interpreting visual data, and the potential for human error all contribute to the difficulty of separating fact from fiction. One of the most persistent claims made by proponents of a lunar civilization is the existence of artificial structures on the moon's surface. These alleged structures, often described as geometric shapes, towers, or even entire cities, are said to be evidence of intelligent design, hinting at a hidden history that predates human understanding. Images circulating online, often accompanied by sensationalized headlines, purport to show these enigmatic features. Shadows cast by lunar mountains are mistaken for towering obelisks. Craters formed by natural impacts are interpreted as the remnants of ancient domes, and random patterns of light and shadow become, in the eyes of believers, the unmistakable signs of a long-lost civilization. While these images can be intriguing, it's essential to approach them with a healthy dose of skepticism. Pareidolia, the human tendency to perceive meaningful patterns in random or vague stimuli, plays a significant role in these interpretations. Our brains are wired to seek out familiar shapes and patterns, even when they don't exist. When evaluating claims of artificial structures on the moon, it's crucial to consider the limitations of visual data, particularly images taken from Earth or by spacecraft orbiting at high speeds. The angle of the sun, the resolution of the camera, and the processing techniques used can all dramatically alter the appearance of lunar features, leading to misinterpretations. Shadows, in particular, can be deceiving. The human brain is accustomed to interpreting shadows based on Earth's familiar lighting conditions. On the moon, however, the absence of an atmosphere and the low angle of the sun can create long, distorted shadows that bear little resemblance to their actual shapes. Similarly, anomalies in images, such as bright spots or unusual patterns, are often attributed to artificial sources. However, these anomalies can often be explained by natural phenomena such as reflections from the lunar surface, cosmic ray impacts, or imperfections in the imaging equipment itself. If a technologically advanced civilization were indeed present on the moon, one would expect to detect some evidence of their activities, such as radio signals, light emissions, or other electromagnetic signatures. Yet, despite decades of listening with sophisticated radio telescopes, the moon has remained stubbornly silent. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, a scientific effort dedicated to searching for signs of intelligent life beyond Earth, has pointed its powerful antennas towards the moon on numerous occasions. While SETI has detected intriguing signals from distant star systems, no such signals have ever been traced back to our celestial neighbor. The absence of any detectable artificial signals from the moon, combined with the lack of any visual or physical evidence of structures or technology, strongly suggests that the moon is indeed a lifeless natural satellite. While the idea of a lunar civilization is an intriguing one, it's essential to approach such claims with a healthy dose of scientific skepticism. Extraordinary claims, as the adage goes, require extraordinary evidence. And when it comes to the moon, the evidence overwhelmingly points to a natural origin and a history devoid of intelligent life. This is not to say that we should abandon our sense of wonder or our curiosity about the universe. On the contrary, the pursuit of knowledge and the exploration of the cosmos are essential to our understanding of our place in the grand scheme of things. However, it's crucial to ground our explorations in scientific rigor, critical thinking, and a willingness to follow the evidence wherever it may lead, even if it challenges our preconceived notions or cherished beliefs. The universe is full of mysteries, but the answers, when we find them, are likely to be far stranger and more awe-inspiring than anything we could imagine. As we conclude our exploration of the moon's mysteries, we find ourselves drawn back to the image of its serene, cratered surface hanging in the vastness of space. We've delved into the annals of history, weighed scientific evidence against speculative theories, and pondered the profound influence this celestial body has on our planet and our imaginations. From ancient myths depicting the moon as a powerful deity to modern speculations about hidden lunar bases, our fascination with this celestial neighbor has endured for millennia. We've examined the possibility of the moon as a colossal spaceship, an idea that, while intriguing, ultimately lacks scientific support. We've explored claims of lunar effects on human behavior and natural phenomena, finding that while the moon's gravitational pull undeniably governs the tides, many other purported influences remain unsubstantiated. And yet, despite all that we've learned, the moon retains an aura of mystery, a sense of the unknown that continues to beckon us. The absence of definitive answers to some questions only fuels our desire to explore further, to unravel the cosmos's secrets and our place within it. The moon's enduring allure extends beyond its physical properties or its scientific significance. It represents a profound connection to something larger than ourselves, a cosmic dance that has played out for billions of years and continues to unfold before our eyes. Gazing up at the moon, we confront the vastness of the universe and the humbling realization of our own smallness in the grand scheme of things. Throughout history, the moon has served as a source of inspiration for artists, poets, musicians, and dreamers. It has been a muse, a confidant, a symbol of hope, and a reminder of the cyclical nature of time. Its soft glow has illuminated countless love letters, inspired awe in the hearts of children, and sparked philosophical musings about the nature of existence itself. The moon, in a sense, reflects back to us our own humanity, our capacity for wonder, our yearning for understanding, and our enduring fascination with the mysteries that lie beyond our grasp. It reminds us that even in the face of the unknown, there is beauty, there is poetry, there is a sense of connection to something far greater than ourselves. While some mysteries may remain forever unsolved, the quest for knowledge is an ongoing journey, one that compels us to push the boundaries of exploration and challenge our understanding of the universe. The moon, once a distant object of fascination, has become a tangible destination for human exploration, a celestial laboratory where we can test our theories, gather data, and expand our understanding of planetary science, astrophysics, and the origins of our solar system. New missions to the moon are already underway, driven by a renewed sense of purpose and a desire to unlock its remaining secrets. We seek to map its hidden depths, analyze its geological composition in greater detail, and search for signs of water ice, a discovery that could have profound implications for future lunar exploration and even human habitation. Each mission, each new piece of data brings us closer to a more complete understanding of our celestial neighbor. And as we continue to explore, we open ourselves to the possibility of unexpected discoveries, paradigm-shifting revelations that could reshape our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. In the end, the moon's greatest mystery may not lie in its composition, its origins, or its potential to harbor life. Its most profound enigma may be its very existence, a celestial ballet that has captivated us for millennia and continues to shape our understanding of our place in the universe. The moon is a constant reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, a celestial dance partner that influences our tides, illuminates our nights, and inspires our dreams. It is a symbol of the universe's boundless capacity for wonder, a cosmic mirror reflecting back to us our own curiosity, our thirst for knowledge, and our enduring fascination with the mysteries that lie beyond our grasp. As we move forward into the future, let us carry with us the lessons learned from our lunar explorations, the importance of curiosity, the power of observation, and the humility to acknowledge that there is still much we don't know, and let us never lose sight of the moon's enduring message, a message of wonder, of connection, and of the infinite possibilities that await us as we continue to explore the cosmos.